Hey everybody, what is up? It is Vinny from vdubproductions and welcome to my Madden 27 franchise mode here, as we're going to go over how I'm going to do the franchise mode and the setups and everything, and what my plans are for this franchise here. As we're going to do a play offline solo here, we're going to use preseason rosters, and of course anybody who watched my video, you'll see that we're going to use my favorite team, the Las Vegas Raiders, because they actually do have something worth building on. I mean, they've had really bad seasons the last 20 plus years, with only 2 winning seasons, no playoff wins, and only, I think, a handful of seasons where they didn't even lose double digit games. But as you can see, last year we went, I think I see that record is 4-13, but I think it's actually 3-14 that the Raiders went, and they are at 81 overall across, as you can see here. They end up with the number 1 pick, and of course they have Fernando Mendoza here. So coaching type, we're just going to use the real life NFL coach, and of course we know it's going to be rookie head coach Clint Kubiak, who came as the former offensive coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks. Actually, the last couple of years, he's an OC over at Minnesota and then at Seattle, and I think he was a big responsibility for Sam Darnold having a career renaissance here. A career renaissance, as you know, Darnold became a Super Bowl winning quarterback here. I would still like to say that I would love to give credit also to McDonald as well. I mean, I don't want to take anything away. So we're gonna have 12-minute quarters. We're gonna have the accelerated clock on. Let's see here. Home field advantage. We're gonna have the home field advantage on as well. So everything else for like the breaking news, we're just gonna keep that the same, as well as everything for team settings. For commissioner mode, I decided to enable the coach mode, put the auto quarterback, auto snap on, coach suggestions on, as well as pre-play cutoff I'll have on, and then everything else, as you can see here with the trade deadline, practice squad ceiling. I mean, that is realistic. Though I will say this though, I know play the moments though will override the coach mode. I might just do that just for preseason only, so I can get those games out of the way, because that is the one thing I think that will hinder me from getting as many seasons as I can, is because of the preseason, and I don't want to really edit preseason videos as much. But I think it'd still be fun to see preseason games, but not as often. I'll turn coach firing off, because I'm not sure if it's like how college football is, where you have to relinquish control of the franchise, as well as you have to relinquish control of the college team you're on. We'll have career clock on though. It would be cool to have retirement. Everything else I'm going to keep on here, as far as like dev and roster protection and draft class strength. As we see, everything is just normal. I'll just keep it on normal. Anybody have any other suggestions? I might change that as we go on if I feel like if it's better suited for this franchise. But as I said, I do have coach mode on as well. We're going to actually take a look at the roster, or preseason roster at least, before we start playing the preseason games, as we have Kirk Cousins, Fernando Mendoza, and Aiden O'Connell. Kirk Cousins will be the starter unless something really drastic happens during the preseason. It will be Kirk Cousins starting week 1 in real life. Then we have halfback. We got Ashton Genty, who's a bright spot. Then we got Mike Washington Jr., as well as Dylan Lobb and Chris Collier. Fullback here, I think they listed Michael Mayer as the top fullback here, followed by Connor Hayward and Ian Thomas. Brock Bowers, I mean, you're not going to use him at fullback. He's already going to be the tight end here. Then we have Trey Tucker right now as wide receiver number 1. Then we got Jalen Naylor, who we got during the offseason. Jack Besh, who's going to be at the slot, followed by Philip Dorsett II, Dante Thornton Jr., and then we got Malik Benson. And then we'll have a few other, like Chase Roberts, that are probably going to see during the preseason, but you're probably not going to really see them that much. They probably will not make the roster. And then, of course, we look at the tight end room. We got Brock Bowers. I think he's definitely probably the best offensive weapon the Raiders have. Definitely going to be a great weapon, whoever's going to be at quarterback. Michael Mayer also as well at the second tight end. Ian Thomas at third. Then we look at the offensive linemen. We got Colton Miller at left tackle. Hopefully he could stay healthy. Charles Grant Tyler Lindenbaum, I mean, he's going to be our starting center here. As we look at the left guards here, we got Trey Zune III, followed by, I mean, we don't really have a good left guard. We still improved offensive lineman, but definitely not, definitely still, like, not the best, though. We got Antonio Maffi, actually. Then we got Taylor Lindenbaum, who we actually signed. I thought it was a great signing. We were able to get him, the starting center, at 88, followed by Jordan Meredith and Will Putnam. And then we got the right guard. We got Jackson Powers Johnson. Hopefully he can be used in his right position with the coaching staff this year. Unlike the Carroll nepotism from last year, took him out of position. Caleb Rogers at right guard, his second string, as well as Justin Pickett. Then we got right tackle. We have DJ Glaze, Isaiah Jada, and then Jackson or Powers Johnson as well. Then we look at our left edge, and man, was he had a very eventful offseason here. Max Crosby, who was originally traded to the Baltimore Ravens around, I think, the beginning of March, and then a couple of days later, they decided to the Ravens decided to rescind the trade because they probably felt something. Maybe they felt like he wasn't worth 2 first-round picks. And then we got Malcolm Kuntz and then Brennan Jackson. And then we look at Quinte Pay as well as Crawford at the right edge, as well as Harvey. And then you see, in case they need him, the work at right edge, Max Crosby. Then we got Adam Butler at defensive tackle, followed by Jonah Laulu. And we have Tonka Hemingway, Benito Jones, and JJ Pegas at the Sam position, or the outside linebacker position. So we'll have Tommy Eichenberg as well as Cameron McGroin, Kenron Crawford. I mean, got a lot of wills and left edges, but I don't think we have a natural Sam here. And then we look at the middle linebackers, the Kobe Dean, who the Raiders got in the offseason for Philadelphia, as well as Cody Lindenberg. And then we got Quay Walker. So Quay Walker, Tommy Eichenberg, and then a couple other players that are not like officially on that depth chart, but are there just because. And then we got Quay Walker at the will position, 80 overall. Sagan Olubi, a big drop off there is the overall, and then Malcolm Kuntz. I think he dropped 75 overall, but he's 70 only because they don't have him in the right position on this one. Cornerback, we have Taron Johnson, who the Raiders got during the offseason in a trade from Buffalo. Eric Stokes, then you got Darian Porter, and then Jermod McCoy, the 4th round draft pick from Tennessee. Actually went to Oregon State, and it's kind of a funny story how his first ever collegiate interception when he was it was 1 year at Oregon State in 2023 was off of a guy making his first collegiate start at a quarterback from California named Fernando Mendoza. Talk about a full circle moment there. Then we got DeCameron Richardson, and we see a whole bunch of other players like Jeremy Chin. He's strong safety, but we'll start seeing some other players that are probably out of position, or as well as probably not going to make the team, their training camp rosters. Free safety wise, we have Traden Stokes, followed by Isaiah Polomau, who actually showed some pretty good potential towards the end of last season, and then Tristan McCollum. And then we have Jeremy Chin as the starting strong safety, his second year with the Raiders after spending a few seasons with the Commanders. Then we got Dalton Johnson, and then we have Stokes, the 3rd string, because I don't think they have many players there. And then we have Matt Gay as the starting kicker. I don't know what happened to the guy from Hawaii. He probably should have gotten at least a preseason roster here. And then, of course, A.J. Cole, the punter, still there. I noticed that it said that we had one injured player. I kind of went to go on the injury list to see who it is, and it is wide receiver Justin Shorter, who is going to be out 16 to 22 weeks, as you can see the length on the thing. But if you look at the little thing on the right-hand side of your screen, the current status is out. You see the duration is 20 weeks with a compound foot fracture, so we're not going to have to worry about Shorter. He's going to be on the IR. And now we're going to look at the team schedule here. As we look at the preseason schedule, it will be the first game against the Arizona Cardinals. By the time this video comes out, we'll already be done with the actual IRL game, as well as they'll be on the road at the Houston Texans, and then against the 49ers, actually, which they'll be playing actually in the regular season in Santa Clara, and we'll go over that right about now here. But then we'll look at the regular season schedule here. Week 1, home against the Miami Dolphins. Hey, shout out to my buddy Real Sports Video RSV, as well as Franchise Gaming, who are big Dolphins fans. Shout out to you guys. Good luck, though the Raiders will take this one. Then we're at Los Angeles, then at New Orleans for week 3. I say Los Angeles Chargers, and then for week 2, and then at week 3 at the Saints. Followed by home against the Kansas City Chiefs. Who knows if Patrick Mahomes will be healthy for this game, either in real life or in this universe. Then week 5 on the road at the Patriots, who they did beat in week 1 last year. Then home against the Bills. That's going to be a tough one. Home against the Rams, another tough one. On the road against the Jets. They don't really do too well at MetLife Stadium in real life, though they did get lucky in 2020 when Greg Williams decided to do zero blitz on a 4th down, and Derek Carr hit Henry Ruggs for a game-winning touchdown. And then this is the Week 9 game. I hope I actually am able to make this game, and they'll play at the 49ers in Santa Clara, the first game in the Bay Area since 2019. Then home to the Seahawks, the defending Super Bowl champion, which also Clint Kubiak will go against his former team. Then at Denver on week 11, week 12 at Cleveland, and followed by the bye week for week 13. Week 14, they're home to the Chargers, then home on week 15 against the Broncos. Week 16 against the Tennessee Titans. Shout out to my buddy Cass the Titan, a big Titans fan. And then at the Cardinals on week 17, and they're at the Chiefs to end the regular season. And let's look at some of the things we could upgrade right now with a little bit of points here. Let's start here. And let's go with the Blitz Buster here. We'll upgrade that one. Field General, throw on the run here. We got a lot of, I think we got pre-ordered points, though. That's probably why I'm able to get stuff done here. And then let's see here, upgradability with the, I already got that done here. Let's see here. Big back, I kind of want to get stuff done here with that. Upgrade successfully here. Fake Magician here. 15 staff points. As I said, I'm kind of glad that we're going to get some Dr. Dots here. And then let's see here, Stamina Stealer, DL takes a fatigue hit for every 4 plus. Ooh, I don't know if I want to, unless that's going to go against, everybody here. So let's see here, let's look at the OC. I want to see, try to get him some inside trading. Okay, insider trading. Okay, kind of want to save some points. Or, we maxed out on a couple already here. Let's see here, another 15 staffer points there. So we got some for Rob Leonard. I mean, I'm kind of glad I'm able to get to a point where we can actually. So we maxed out with questionable status shift for this one. Let's look at 4th quarter trainer. I want to be able to get some points for him. Some points for that. Let's see here, injury relief. I want to get that as well, and I think that's going to be it. Because I do not think. Oh no! Wait a minute. Let's see here. We'll use up the rest of the points with a light practice renewal. It is important to get our. Important to keep this team in good condition as well. So we're able to actually use our points very effectively here. In our next video, we'll be doing the preseason games as well as the final cutdowns to see what the official roster will be like. But as I said, I'll be doing play the moments for the preseason games. That way, because I think it'll be a little bit easier to do those than just like do coach mode for the preseason games. But If you do like what you've seen so far and you want to see more, hit the like button, comment on this video, as well as hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so yet, and hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out, as well as when my Sacramento State College Football 27 Dynasty will be out. You can see the link to the playlist coming up very shortly as this video comes to an end. And also, if you're inclined to support this channel financially, there is a link in the description down below to my Cash App, as well as where you can follow me on X and Instagram. And with that, I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am signing off.